Today is the anniversary of Buckminster Fuller's passing. He passed on in 1983. And one of the reasons we celebrate today is because when he passed on, we actually were looking at each other and thinking, oh my God, now who is going to be going out there and sharing about how to make the world work for 100% of humanity? Who is going to be going out there and speaking that there is sufficiency on the planet? And we realized that now that Buckminster Fuller was no longer there, that it was our job to do it. One of the reasons why he's so impactful in my life is that when I was 27 years old, I watched him speaking about how the world was still stuck in the Malthusian theory of economics, which is how to manage scarce resources, when actually in the 60s and early 70s, it had already been proven that there was more than enough resources to feed it, to be able to have a world that could work for everyone. There were enough resources, but the world was still functioning from scarcity. So thus began my process of me being able to move myself from scarcity to sufficiency, which eventually led me to abundance. And a whole conversation began to occur in my life about true wealth, which is very different than the way that most people define wealth. So one thing is to be rich, the other one is to be truly wealthy. And we mean to be wealthy not only financially, but also having an understanding that there is a new definition of wealth, which is to have access to money, access to expert, access to investments, access to support when you need it, and access to education, access to clean water. Access, that is true wealth. So that's why today is so important to me, because we're celebrating our mentor, our teacher's beautiful legacy that he left us, and left us with the question, how do we make the world work for 100% of humanity through spontaneous cooperation in the shortest possible time without any ecological offense or the disadvantage of anyone? And so our programs, what our lives are about, is encouraging entrepreneurs to have a product or service that answers that question. And then we truly will have a world that works for 100% of humanity. Thank you.